Let's go.
Salute everyone. This is Lawrence E. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class. Thank you for joining me today. I know I am trying to get this all set up, but it looks like I'm looking good on here. But let's get going. Hey, today we're talking about scarcity in the game and abundance. So let's get it going today. If you are in the chat room, shout out to everyone. You should be able to see me and hear me, look at me clearly. I did some updates thanks to Jono and Governor. Thanks to those guys, they actually got some updates done on the camera and should be looking nice and crisp. I'm trying to get my other side together, but you should be able to see me real clear. Let me know you're there. What's going on? Peace. What's going on? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. The audio should be good. The visual should be good. Everything should be looking real good now. We didn't have some updates. Because, man, the Mount Rushmore of men. Right. Shout out. Yeah, they didn't help me out. Jono and Evo and are on the same. Okay with them. So they didn't got some things together. We got this together. Shout out to happy Friday to everybody. So we're going to get going today. We're going to talk about scarcity and abundance in the game. Now, you know, my unique spin is talking about the game. If you can hear me clearly, let me know. We talk about the game. So we know we're going to talk about the game today and about scarcity in the game and abundant mindset, how it is very important to have both when it comes to the game. And why do I say that? Because at the end of the day, if you want to know the game, you want to win. Whether that come to job, come to women, for the women, coming for the men. At the end of the day, what's going on good? Priest, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. You guys let me know how it looks. What's going on? Chris in the chat. And what's going on? Shout out to everybody. Good to see everybody. Let me know how does the visual look? The visual should be completely pristine now. We got it completely together. Why did you join the LD? Oh, okay, good. So yeah, definitely. You hear me loud and clear. How does the visual look? Is the visual good? Is it clear? Is it crisp? We did some tweaking and things to the stream. I was about to get rid of this camera. Yeah, I was about to get rid of it, but thanks to Jono and Jono got we got the settings correct. I have some things that were not right in as far as what it came. Let me look over here. Yeah, it looks good. Visuals good. Good. It's a little hot in the back, but I'm waiting for my camera to have a day off today and able to leave my comment in one on. Okay, appreciate that. I've seen it pop up. I'm just waiting for this to connect, but it's not connecting. Good. It does look good. Looks crisp. So let's go. Let me move this over here. It's amazing. Let me move. Hold up. I got to move a screen right quick. Let me go get into the topic. Last night I was on Graham with Joe Little and Jeff Brown, Joe Little from the Rude Boys, and we were talking last night. It was pretty good. So let me get this screen over here. People don't know what happens behind the scenes. Boy, oh boy. Let me move this screen over here and open it up so I can see it. There we go. Good. The visual's good. Good. It's a little flat for me, but once I figure out how to do it, I'm gonna get it corrected. 1 second. I'm trying to update it. It was working fine yesterday. But let's talk about the game. Everybody wants to know about the game and how does it work. But one of the key things I think that's very important when it comes to the game is not only that you know the rules of the game and that you have the tools of the game, but also that you have the right mindset of the game. So a lot of people hear the information and get from red pill, they go to red pill, and then they graduate and say, wait a minute, it got to be another side of this. So once you learn red pill, you understand how female nature is, or you understand how male nature is, you understand how society works. You go and say, well, how do I maneuver through this, which we call a game? I don't know why I did that. I didn't even unplug it. Let's try this again. Here we go. Here we go. Let's just do the setting. Let's try this. 1 second while I get this going. Wow. Everything is, love it. I love it. You know I love this. As soon as I get going, I was ready to turn up on this. Okay, here we go. Connect. Let's change this. 1, 2, boom. Perfect. That's what I wanted. So there we go. So when we were talking about this, I want you to get this. We understand that you can have the game. You can know all the things and ins and out of how to maneuver, but you can have the wrong mindset. You can have a scarcity mindset and still know the game. I don't understand why this is not connecting. You can have a scarcity mindset and not know and still have the game. I watch guys come on here in different places and they don't have the abundance mindset. They have, what if it don't work out? What if she doesn't show up? What if I don't get the job? What if I don't get the car? What if things don't work out? They have such a mindset of lack and scarcity that they don't realize that it's stopping or impeding their game from moving forward and where it needs to be at. And so it is important that you get the right mindset, that of abundance and not that of scarcity or lack. And what has happened is we've been conditioned through social media. We've been conditioned through school. We've been conditioned through school teachers. We've been conditioned through everything around us to look at everything as a deficit and as a lack. That is not enough. That if you get a piece of the pie, someone else cannot get the piece of the pie. And so we carry that in everything that we do. So in order for you to maneuver in the game, you cannot maneuver in the game in the sense of having the scarcity mindset. What if it don't work? What if it's not good? This ain't looking good. Yeah, I'm doing well. I appreciate that. So it's important that you have the right mindset when it comes to the game. And what happens is, you may know all the techniques, you might hear everything I'm saying on here. That's why I say spirituality and the game combines. But if you do not have the right mindset, if you are thinking in the sense of lack, or you thinking someone's trying to get you, something is trying to stop you, what's going to happen is this: you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. I'm here to tell you one of the key things that stop men in their track is that they have the wrong mindset. And I understand you've been sipping the Kool-Aid on these YouTube streets and Facebook streets, and that ain't good, it ain't bad over here. But when you get into the mindset of abundance, and what do I mean by abundance? Well, many times we hear abundance, we think of money. But I'm not just talking about money. I'm not talking about things in your account. I'm talking about in the sense where you have the abundance mindset that you already have everything that you need. When you have the abundance mindset, it changes how you deal in life. You don't walk around entitled. You walking around what you know. You walking in a sense of, I got it. I have enough. If this dries up, out another something else will rise up. This is what changes. This is what causes you to walk with your head up and not with your head down when you have the abundance mindset in the game. So we got to bring it down to 10 toes so you understand it. So if you try to talk to a particular young lady and it doesn't work out, you don't get mad about it. You don't raise a fit. You don't get in your feelings. You have an abundance mindset. You know what? She didn't work out with her. Great. On to the next. Same thing when it comes to a job. Okay, I didn't get this particular job. You don't get upset and I'm going to drink myself. I don't know what I'm going to do. I ain't going to be able to make it. No, you get into the abundance mindset. You know what? I have everything that I need plus more. In actuality, you become more attractive when you have an abundance mindset. Let me let that sit right there. You become more attractive when you have an abundance mindset. Things, people, situations begin to gravitate to you because you have an abundance mindset or abundance attitude, abundance, we can say, or whatever the case may be around you. It's those who have the scarcity mindset or the lack mindset that we secretly, subconsciously despise. We don't want to be around them. And now, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, let me know in the chat room. I'm trying to get this camera together. Let me know in the chat room if you understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to get this other camera together right quick. Let me know in the chat room you understand what I'm putting down. Change your perspective and be mindful, right? So when you have an abundance mindset, your whole lens, like you said, your perspective begin to change, and you begin to walk you begin to deal differently with the world. You can always tell when someone has a scarcity mindset because they're always looking around and they always counting every cost. They looking, they don't know when they're going to get the next dollar. But I'm here to tell you, when you have the abundance mindset, it begin to attract things, people, situations to you. This is the part of the game that I think a lot of people miss because they have the wrong mindset. They understand the mechanics of the game, but they don't have the mindset of the game. Or they don't have the abundance mindset of the game. So I don't want you to look at abundance just in the sense of just money. It's a conscious choice being made because everything matters. Correct. You guys are good. Very understood. Okay. So I want you to understand. So when you have the abundance mindset, we think that abundance mindset, I'm gonna hammer this home. It is not just in things. The first place, pick up this, the spiritual side of it. The first place that you must have abundance is not just in your mindset, but inside of you. You cannot reflect abundance on the outside of the world if you don't see abundance on the inside of the world, inside of your own world. Let me let that simmer right there. You cannot see or experience on the abundance on the outside of you until you experience and feel and think from a place of abundance from on the inside of you. So you might need to go and do some inventory. We always talk about inventory over here, and look, where have I been in a place of scarcity? Where have I been in a place where I have not been in abundance? not on the outside of you first, but in your mindset, in the way you think, in the way you handle things, the way you handle your money, the way you handle your clothes, the way you handle what you do every day. Could it be that the reason why the game and you hearing it is not working because you have not changed your inner in your world within, and you wondering why the world without is not reflecting it? When you begin to really look and say, hey, I'm not being in a place of abundance. I'm not going to give you 5 to 10,000 steps. I'm not going to even give you an affirmation. You got to realize that you got to step mentally first or inwardly first inside of your abundance. How does that look? How does that feel? If you do not know, you need to get a clear definition or a clear understanding of how it looks for you to be in a place of abundance. Is it easy? Because your outward world is always showing you something completely different. How do you LDA? How do you manage when the world, you just try to talk to this girl and she rejected you, talk to this girl and she rejected you, talk to this girl and she rejected you. In the face of defeat, you still got to have the mindset or the inward knowing that you are abundant, that you can get any woman at any time. In the face of going for jobs and you've been turned down, things didn't go well, this didn't work out, you still have to be in the place of having the abundant mindset. When you try to get this particular business off the ground and they turned you down at the bank, or you try to get this particular camera and it didn't work out, or this situation didn't work out, what's going on, Wade? You got to realize that you had to have an abundance mindset, even in the face of utter defeat. I remember watching years ago, before the pandemic, there was the football game for Ohio State. I can't remember who they were playing. They were in the playoffs. And a particular quarterback that was from Cleveland actually threw an interception. Right there was this opportunity when he threw that interception in this game-winning football bowl, that he had an opportunity to either take on the defeat of throwing an interception or take on the mindset, I got another play. I got another opportunity to make another play to win this game. Many of us are at the same place when it comes to our life. You got to realize you got to be like the football player and realize, hey, wait a minute. I might have thrown an interception, but when I get the ball next, I will not be defeated. I will not allow this to stop me. I will not allow this to impede on where I'm going and what I need to do. I guarantee, I promise you, you in the face of defeat, you must still be abundant. When you try to get the car, you try to get this particular situation to work and it didn't work, you got to be in such a mindset. I got this. Can I tell you from personal experience? I've been there. I tried to make a particular situation. I tried to get this particular car and I wanted it, and it didn't work. I'm like, and you start questioning that. You start questioning yourself. What did I do wrong? Was my credit right? Did I have enough money? Did this happen? And the reality of it is, I had to maintain my conviction that I was in a place of abundance. That I was not going to get off of my square. I was going to stand on business and be in abundance. That's the real game. And the first place, and I'm going to say this again, the first place you look for abundance is never on the outside of you. Please, y'all, please understand pick up what I'm putting down today. The first place you look for abundance is never on the outside of you. It's always on the inside of you. It's not even what you say that says that you are in abundance. It is more on how you carry yourself and your conviction past what you believe, because your beliefs can switch from day to day, but your conviction that I am in the place of abundance. I lack nothing. I'm not scared, or nor I'm in a place of scarcity. That's what separates you in the game of life. Most people have not had that conversation with themselves because they're trying to have that conversation with everyone else on the outside of them. I guarantee if you would pick up what I'm putting down and really seal it inside of you and say, you know what? The reason why things have may not been working for me because I have not done the internal work and actually got the right mindset to be in a place of abundance. This will separate the boys from the men. This will separate who with you and who's not with you. This will separate you from what people or what this will separate you on so many levels when you realize that you have the opportunity today to get out of the scarcity mindset in the game and get into the game with the abundance mindset. I've seen it too many times. I've seen it too many times where people really want to get this. They really want to understand this. Finally, now we getting somewhere. And what happened is their mindset or their internal, yes, right. Not everyone will make it. Their internal conversation is robbing them of what? Connecting with what is on the outside of them. So many of y'all might think, what is it's the women, these women here. Could it be that you have the wrong mindset and you're attracting these? I'm moving the camera around. I finally got it to open up and I need to make an adjustment because I am that person. One second. We're gonna do a little bit of saturation. There we go. That's what I want. And we're gonna lower the brightness just a little bit. Perfect. That's what I want. So you got to understand. Let me move this over. Okay, I am happy now. You have to be the parent of your own inner child. You have to be the boss of your own employee. Yep. What's going on, Yahoo? Good to see you, bro. So it's important to have the right mindset. I kid you not. What robs you is not the game that you know or don't know. What robs you is the mindset that you don't have. Let me say that again. What robs you in the game is not the game itself. It's the mindset that you don't have in the game. Check out anyone who wins at life. They normally have the abundance mindset. They have a mindset that there is more than enough. See, when you have there's more than enough, there's no need to be jealous of anyone. When you have more than enough, you don't need to fight with your brothers and sisters because you know there's enough at the table for you to eat and for them to eat real good too. When you have the abundance mindset, with those people off is when they think that someone on the outside of them is going to take something that they have. No one can take anything away from you that you have not first given on the inside of you. Let me let that sink in because I'm on the flow right now. I think I'm about to go to Mars. No one can take anything away from you that you have not given first on the inside of you. I give my own self some claps for that. No one can take away from you what you have not, what you have first got given in the first place. So it changes your perspective, how you move through the game. When you realize you come from a place of abundance. If think about it, if your parents were just filthy rich, you didn't have to worry about anything, how would you walk through life? How would you move through life if you realize that everything that you need, your needs, you're secure in your needs, you're secure in your clothes, everything, food, whatever the case? How would you move through life if you have that kind of abundance mindset? Would you be worried about what somebody else has? Would you be concerned about what somebody else is doing? Would you be thinking about if they're going to take your girl away from you? Would you be thinking about they can take your job? No, you would have a mindset, you know what? There's nothing you can do because I still have more. When you have the abundance mindset, it separates you from other people. Now, let me say this. Let me definitely clear this up. Just because you have the abundance mindset don't mean people ain't going to be jealous and upset at you. Let me help somebody out. Just because you have the abundance mindset, you thinking like this way, you carrying yourself that way, don't think people who don't have it ain't gonna be mad, ain't gonna be jealous, ain't gonna they're not gonna hate on you. Please understand that. If you thinking anything different, you at the wrong channel. That's why it's called the game. If you have this mindset where there's more than enough, and then you walking in abundance mindset, everybody ain't gonna be happy for you. Just be very clear. Someone who you know gonna be mad that, oh man, he think he all that. The first thing they're gonna say you arrogant. No, I'm just believe that I have more than enough. I walk in that. I talk in that. I move in that. Somebody's going to be upset about it. You know why? It's because they have a scarcity mindset of lack themselves. I watch it happen all the time on these YouTube streets and on these entertainment streets and things like that. See, I don't need to talk about somebody else if I have an abundance on my end. I don't need to be jealous on somebody else. I don't even need to compete with anybody else. Why? Because why? I am the competition. I'm on that level. Well, you don't got all the numbers. Look at your YouTube. It ain't like Shannon Sharp or it ain't like Kevin Samuels. It ain't. No, I'm where I'm supposed to be at. I'm in abundance. I got the numbers on the inside of me. Well, you need to do this. You need to do that. Yeah, some things I need to tweak, but guess what? I'm in the place of abundance. When you're in the place of abundance, excuse me, it's going to separate you from everyone else. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, put a number 1 in the chat room. If this is like, yo, man, I understand what you're saying, put a number 1 in the chat room. You picking up what I'm putting down. I've been wrestling with this all week about abundance and scarcity, and I had to look at my own life. Where have I been in a place of scarcity when it comes to the game, when it comes to, say, women, when it comes to their money, when I come to the place of YouTube and Instagram and all like that? I had to really come to grips with my own self. Yeah, people that are doing well never hate on others doing well. It's the ones that are doing bad. Yeah. Appreciate that. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Edwin. Good to see you. Appreciate that, Prince. Yeah, so you got. I'm here to tell you. I had to deal with it this week because we can become. I'll be the first one to raise my hand. We can become enamored by what we see on the outside of us and not what we should be seeing, and be convinced on the inside of us. What do I mean? You can look at all the circumstances around you, and I'm not saying that there's blind faith or that you don't acknowledge what's going on around you. We ain't saying that. But what I am saying is I have such a conviction now that I have so much more on the inside of me, and that I am valuable, that you know what, I'm not going to be hypnotized by what I see on the outside, but actually I'm going to be hypnotized by what I see on the inside of me. This is the true essence of game. I watch guys get information when we now please understand, I know game is used loosely on these YouTube streets and Instagram streets and Facebook streets, but when I talk about game, I mean from going from point A to point B, understanding female nature, understanding male nature, understanding the psychology of men and women, and it's about winning. When you understand the psychology of winning, the first thing that you got to get is that it starts with the mindset. You cannot say you're going to the NBA Finals or you're going to the Super Bowl, was Rick, going to the Super Bowl, if you don't have the right mindset. People who are defeated first on the inside of us, inside will not get it. Deep inner game, being thankful for everything, seeing the gold, good, and everything and everyone. ESP oneself. Yep, you got it. I promise you. And this is the thing. When you have this abundant mindset, because I see something happen. Some people get stuck with having the abundant mindset and they don't do nothing with it. Uh-oh. Let me say that again. Some people get the abundant mindset and then they don't do anything with it. They didn't did the internal work, but they are now in conflict because there's no congruency with their actions. I'm not telling you to go buy $1,000 suit. I'm not telling you to put on some Louis Vuitton. I'm not telling you to go get the new J's. I'm not telling you to do none of that. I'm not saying to have a Rolex watch. I'm not telling you to get your ears pierced or whatever the case may be. What I am saying is there should be some corresponding action, reflection of your abundance on around you. I'm going to give you an example. When you have an abundance mindset and you have a wealth consciousness, there's certain things in your house that you will not tolerate. I cannot stand things being broke down, or holes or any holes in things. Socks, they got to go. Why? Because I'm in an abundant mindset. It doesn't reflect who I am. The moment I see a hole in a sock, the socks are gone. Or my house is not clean, or it's smelling good. To me, that's me reflecting my abundant mindset that I have inside, reflecting on the outside. My bed is made every day. There's not one day that my bed is not made, because as part of my abundance mindset, it keeps me clear. I don't have a lot of clutter around me. I don't have a lot of stuff that's disorganized around me. That's part of my own, how I am to maintain abundance. I don't do a lot of fussing and fighting and going back and forth and bickering. You can have all that. Why? Because that's part of my abundance mindset, because I have to have peace. You have to determine what, not from my examples, from your own life, what does abundance look to you? And I'm here to tell you, it's not in a Louis suit or a Louis belt. Because you can put a Louis suit with some Louis shoes and some a Gucci hat on a monkey. At the end of the day, it's still going to be a monkey. Let me say that again. You could put a Louis suit with some Gucci shoes and a Gucci hat on a monkey. At the end of the day, it's still going to be a monkey. That's what some people miss. That's what they miss in the game. They get all the information, but they're still the same person they were before they had it. Let me say this, because it's coming to me right quick. When you have the abundance mindset, it changes your perception, but it also changes where you go and who you deal with. Let me give you some game, right? Let me give you some game. I don't know if y'all want me to say this. Let me adjust my mic right quick. Let me adjust my mic. Because I don't know if y'all ready for me to say this. Some of y'all, some people, let's put it like that. You have the abundance mindset, but you dealing with scarcity minded women and people. Some of y'all have the abundance mindset, but you dealing with scarcity minded women for guys, because you came for that, and scarcity minded people. And it's like oil and water, it never mix. Let me say it and bring it down. They're going to always take from you because you always in the place of abundance. They never give back to you. Let me help somebody else. Help somebody out. You can have this game. You can have the abundance mindset, but you could be dealing with or keep choosing women who are of a scarcity mindset, and you wonder why it ain't working for you. I know I'm talking to somebody, at least one person in the chat room or listening right now. You can have the blessed assurance, abundance mindset. You got the game that's fire 10 toes down. But at the end of the day, you keep dealing with people who are just who has a scarcity or a lack mindset. And every time you make 2 steps forward, they want to make 10 steps back. Every time you want to venture out to do something, they say, no, we better watch out now. Some around the corner, we better think. Has anybody dealt with someone like that? Or have you been that person? Where you dealt with someone with an abundance mindset and you the one with the lack, you dealt with someone with the abundance mindset, but you're the one with the scarcity mindset? Or has it been the other way around? Many times we are driven by our lower nature, men, and we choose women who got the big booty or the big tatas, wherever the case may be, and not looking at their mindset to see if she had the abundance mind. And I didn't. Now, this is the difference. Now, there's a difference between the abundance mindset and the gold digger mindset. Y'all better catch that. There's a difference between abundance mindset and the gold digger mindset. Complete difference. Don't get tricked between the two. But have you been dealing with people who have a scarcity mindset? Oh, the sky's about to fall. It's doom and gloom. They tend to focus on what they lack and not on what they have. Wow. Come on, talk about it. Facts. And what happens is when you begin to deal with these people, all of a sudden, you start to feel depleted. Like, what is this person doing? They're vampire to me. Or have you been that person and you start focusing on what you do not have? Well, I don't got my degree. I didn't graduate. I got my GED. I only got one pair of socks. I barely made it. I don't have a car. Have you been focusing? Have you been the person with the scarcity mindset dealing with the person with an abundance mindset? Or have you been the person with the abundance mindset dealing with someone with a scarcity mindset? It's like dragging a wagon with 10 tons of weight in it. This gonna really, it will weigh you down. Shout out, appreciate the cash app, right? Appreciate the super chat right there. Put some respect on the name, LDA. Appreciate that. It's like you got a brand new Hummer, wherever the brand new truck, F-150,000, whatever. And here, this person, you ready to go forward, and they got a plane that you're trying to pull because they're in the place of lack. I've been there. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I've been there. I seen it. I dealt with it. I've been on. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Be very honest on this Friday. I've been on both sides. where I was dating someone and they had the abundance mindset and I was like counting every penny. Then I've been on the side when I've been the person with an abundance mindset and then they counting every penny. Because my mind wasn't right. My talking was good, but my mindset was completely off track because I didn't have the abundance mindset. I was looking at them and what they had and not looking what I had on the inside of me. This now a person with the abundance mindset and the gold digger is completely different. Don't fall for the gold digger. That's why you had to have game, baby. That's why you got to have game when you have the abundance mindset and the person who's a gold digger come around. You can say, I see what you up to. You smell my abundance on me and you're trying to get some of this gold. Baby, it comes with a price. The best thing you can do to a gold digger is expose them. I would say it's the pendulum that swings from left to right. That you have to find this out the hard way. Let me say this. The best thing you can do with a gold digger is expose them. I see what you're doing. And nope, that's the end of it. Cut them. This can happen in any country. Don't get it twisted that it's just the United States. This can happen in any country, anywhere. There's gold diggers are international. They're everywhere. But then I'm going to question you. Why are you attracting gold diggers? Let me say that again. I'm going to question you. Why are you attracting gold diggers? Why are you attracting people who want to take from you? Who want to take advantage of you? Why are you attracting gold diggers? Why are you not attracting people who want to give to you like you do? Shout out, True, my dude. Shout out to you. Great to see you still reaching others with a good game. Appreciate that. This is one of them. This man right here been here for years. Shout out to him. Appreciate that right there. Good to see you still reaching others with this good game. Appreciate that 20 piece. I'm gonna get some jerk chicken today. I'm getting some jerk chicken today. Appreciate that. So I want you to understand something. I want you to really get this down in your mind. I want this to stick on you like sticky. I want you to realize why you are attracting gold diggers in your life and you have an abundance, you supposedly have an abundance mindset. We attract who we are if we don't understand a deep meaning of who we are, and we attract anyone or anything less than our worth. Right. So if you are attracting a gold digger, you got to think about that. You don't believe that you deserve anything that's better. You don't believe that you deserve anything that's better. And you think your worth is when you give somebody something and them not reciprocating it. That's why you got to have the abundance mindset in the game. You can have the game, but if you don't have the right mindset, you would misuse the game and hurt you and everyone around you. Let me say that again. You can have the game. You can go around the world, but if you don't have the right mindset, you're going to mess up the game, mess yourself up. This is what happened to, and this is no shot to the guys who go travel. They have the wrong mindset when they go to other countries, and then they end up, they have the wrong mindset when they go to other countries because of how they've been dealt with here in the United States. Pay attention when I'm about to say it, because this is no indictment on anybody or anything that happened. They have the wrong mindset when they go into the other countries because they're still dealing with the trauma of what they dealt with here in the United States with the women that they're dealt with. So they go to another country, but they still have a scarcity mindset while in the place of abundance. And so they end up doing stupid things in other countries that bring shame to them and to the movement. Oh, I'm talking right today. I'm talking completely right. They have the wrong mindset. I watch these guys, I study, I research. They don't even do the research of where they're going to understand the culture where they're going at. And they enter into these countries thinking that they got the wrong mindset. They enter other countries with a superiority complex. Correct. They don't. That's why you got to have the game and you got to have the abundance mindset. You should be going down there knowing who you are and knowing how to flow inside of another country. Know the culture, know the people. But what happens is a lot of men leave the country. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Leave the country because they're trying to deal with a trauma, because there's trauma here in the United States, and have not dealt with the trauma of what they have not dealt with the trauma of being treated well here in the United States. And so when they're treated well in another country, it is foreign to them as them being a foreigner in another country. That's why you have to have the abundance mindset. That's why it's so important. I've said this many times, and I'm gonna say it again. Many of guys, because of how this society is set up, they don't want you to have an abundance mindset. They want you to be in a scarcity mindset. But also, a lot of men have never, ever been treated well by a woman, let alone their own mother. Oh, I'm on somebody's heels today. A lot of men have not been treated well by their mother, their aunts, their sisters, any female around them. So if a woman did treat them well, it would almost cause an allergic reaction to them because they are not used to being treated well by the opposite sex. And I know the women are going to say, well, we treat men good. We do all this. Have you really treated men well? Have you really found out what the man really needs? What he really desires? A lot of men, I'm going to say this again, have never been treated well by their mother, their aunts, sisters, female cousins, teachers. And what happens is when they get a woman who treats them well, who treats them like he's supposed to be treated, they have an allergic reaction. And actually, some men even fight it because they think, what? She's out to get me. Something got to be wrong with this. But when you have the abundance mindset, you realize I'm used to women treating me this way. But you got to really think about that. Think about that. A lot of the trauma, we just talk about it, that a lot of men are having is because they never did. Who I'm gonna do like Malcolm. Now I got to put my Malcolm X on. Who has tricked you? Who has bamboozled you? Who has led you astray that you have not learned to be treated well? Who has given you this self-hatred that you don't deserve to be treated well by the opposite sex? Has society put you on the bottom of the list that you don't realize that you deserve to be treated well? You deserve to be treated like a king. The reason why some guys are acting crazy is because the reality of it is you ain't never been loved. You ain't never been touched. You have never been in a healthy or seen a healthy relationship. Invest in all yourself. Invest all in yourself so that others may benefit from your contributions and sacrifice. You may inspire someone by simply being the best version of you. I love that. So I want you to really grasp the importance of that. This is the abundance mindset. The abundance mindset, I deserve to be treated well. Not an entitlement, but I deserve to be treated well. And I've looked at the canvas of a lot of men, and I did some studies, and I realized a lot of men, and I'm going to say this again because I really want to nail this point home. A lot of men don't know what it means for a woman to treat them well. So they settle for crumbs when they should be eating at the table, eating filet mignon with some Dom Perignon. You got to be honest. You got to be completely honest with yourself. And so if the women are not treating you well, you accept jobs, you accept things from life that don't treat you well. That is not the abundance mindset. You accept people treating you just any kind of way, talking to you any kind of way. That is not the abundance mindset. But I want you to really get this. A lot of men don't know how to receive good treatment, or in the good word, good loving from a woman. Stem from sex. You can get sex, but a woman to really love you is almost foreign to you. I'm not going to even get on the women on their side of this coin, because who's taught you, woman, how to treat a man, how to love a man, how to listen to a man when you've been given the green light to be the man? I don't want that to go over nobody's head. Let me say that again. Who's taught you, woman, how to treat a man, how to love a man when you've been programmed to be the man? This is the abundance mindset. This when you realize this, it's going to shift you. That's all I'm doing, shifting you. I'm worthy of all life has to offer me. Therefore, I'm already have it. That's it. I already have it. That's all I'm doing, shifting your mindset, because I really want you to really get this. Because you think about it. What heterosexual man really wants to be with another heterosexual man? What heterosexual man wants to be with a woman who's heterosexual, but she's in the mindset of a man? Really? Are you going to really get turned on? Are you going to really want to, do some things with her? No. My camera done, bro. You're not going to do that. That's why it's important that you get but I'm going to emphasize this, get the abundance mindset when it comes to this. True Sabbath says something that's very important. When you have the abundance mindset, what you will do, you will begin to invest inside of you. I had to get in my masculinity. I can hear the women now. Yeah, right. True Sabbath says something that was very powerful. When you have the abundance mindset, what you begin to do, you begin to invest in who you are. How do you invest in yourself? You invest in your mindset. You invest in your look. You invest in your health. You invest in your physicality. You invest in who you are. You invest in those around you. When you have the abundant mindset, you begin to invest in you. When's the last time you invested in you? When's the last time you even treated yourself to something good? When's the last time you took yourself out and say, this is for me? That is the abundance mindset. When you can invest in yourself, I know a lot of men who would invest in everything around them. Every person, they invest in this one, they invest in that, but they have not taken the time to invest in their own well-being. I'm talking to you, men. When have you invested in you? When have you invested in your craft, in your skill, in your mind? And most of all, when have you invested in your spirituality? Where have you invested in yourself? You are robbing the world when you don't invest in you. Uh-oh. Y'all got me tuned up. You are robbing the world when you don't invest in you. Mindset, faith, health, skill set, profit, philanthropical. You are robbing the world. I'm talking to you when you do not invest in you. Or are you going to be the man who just goes through life? Woo, there you go. The playground of the gods. That's right. Or are you going to be that man who just going to go through life? It is what it is. Shout out to Fear Soul, another man who's been here for a long time. They're the foundation of the thinking class. These two, True Savage and Fear Soul, seem the evolution of into the thinking class. They are foundational stones in the thinking class, along with some other, my brother right here. Yeah, same thing. But these two guys were here during the pandemic, right there, sticking it in every day as I gave. Shout out to these brothers. I got to give shout out to the foundation of the thinking class. These guys gave me air. But back to my point. You rob the world when you don't invest in who you are. You rob the world of your gift, of who you are, when you don't invest in yourself. When you have the abundance mindset, you say, I have to invest in myself because I am so abundant. I have to invest in myself because I'm so abundant. When you are able to invest in yourself, the next thing that happens is you begin to learn to strategically invest in others. And that leads to Fear Soul comment. You begin to graduate into the playground of the gods. Don't think we're being sacrilegious when we talk about the playground of the gods, that we're trying to be gods over here and the gods on earth. And oh no, I'm not. No, don't even try it. But you understand the context of what we're talking about with the playground of the gods, which is your imagination. You realize that you have to invest in you, but you also begin to invest in those around you. Let me say that correctly. You strategically begin to invest in those around you. Because at the end of the day, the abundance mindset is not about just you. It's about leaving a legacy that you were here. Who will know that you were here as a man, as a woman? I know there's women that listen. What would they say if they knew you were here? That's why it's so important that you have the right mindset. You get all the game in the world. You can listen to everybody about game. You can listen about red pill. You can listen about all the other stuff and what to do and not to do. But if you don't have the right mindset, you will miss it. So powerful is the imagination. It is immeasurable. Correct. The imagination, we said this last week, is the playground of the gods. So if you go into your imagination and if you see lack, don't get mad, because you're the one who is seeing the lack. You should go into your imagination and see what? Abundance, because that's where the playground of the gods are. Yes, your imagination is the playground of the gods. Mindset is so important. Let me say that again. The imagination is the playground of the gods. If that statement is true, you need to go in your imagination and see abundance. You should see abundance all in your imagination. And not just see it from a place of I see it, but you should be seeing it in the sense that you in your imagination embody abundance. There's two different perspectives there. Let me slow it down so you get it. You should see in your imagination abundance, but also in your imagination, you should see yourself as abundance in your imagination. Let me say that again. You should go into your imagination and see abundance all around you because it's your world. But you should also see in your imagination that you're moving that you yourself, as the gods, are moving in abundance in your imagination. You should be embodying that in your imagination so that it becomes a reflection in your world, or it come a reflection from on the outside of you to the from the inside of you on the outside of you. Talk about the legacy. I heard we should write our eulogy. Now then live. Okay. I'll talk about legacy. I heard we should write our eulogy now. Then live the life we envision. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. Let me read what you said. Your imagination should show you your future. The future will manifest in your present. And let me go a little further because y'all done stepped into my realm. You realize there is no future, there is no past, there's only now. That's why you go to the end where you have when you have abundance now. And you realize, you said this is confirmation on what I've been receiving lately, divine timing. You realize, y'all got me excited because I love talking about this. You are divine timing. Let me say that again. We always say there's divine timing or God's timing. No, you're the one who decides that it's divine timing because you are in your imagination of the gods. Woo. Your future is always now. If you go to your past, it will be present. If you go to your future, it will be present. So that's why we say, go to the end. If you want to see something in your life, you don't go to how it's going to happen. You go to the end that you already have it. That is your future now. Give an example, LDA. I'm glad you asked. If we did this many times, if you want a red bicycle with an iPad on it, you want an electric bicycle with an iPad on it, and it's red, and your iPad is orange. You do not see it that you got to get the bicycle. You see yourself already having the bicycle. Actually, you go past that point, you see yourself putting the bicycle in storage because it indicates that you have a bicycle. Make sure you get that. So you go to the end. So the goal, you want the bicycle, but you have to go past the end where you see yourself putting the bicycle in storage because it indicates that you have a bicycle. That's where the gods play it in the imagination. That's where the real game is played. Actually, in the imagination is where you play the game. Let me say that again. Y'all ain't got me. This is what I do. Actually, that's where you play the game. Now I'm about to go a little bit further. like I've said before, is you meet no one but yourself and others. So in many times, so you have the bicycle, correct, but you go past of having the bicycle to the point where you see yourself putting the bicycle up because it indicates that you already have the bicycle. This goes for everything in life. Actually, the real game is played in your imagination, say even with women, say with even with your job, even with everything around you. So what did I do before I started this live? I went into my imagination and see people here. I went into my imagination and talked to everybody. I went into my imagination, this is the abundance mindset, and seen everything play out. I get, as in the words of Reverend Ike, I get full of the feeling. And then I let it go because there was no attachment to it. That's where the real game is played. I think I talked about it before. You actually go within and you have a conversation with those that you want to have a conversation with. I don't want to go too far. Let me know if this is too far. Let me know, or you want me to go further. Let me know, because it's 2:04. I can go a little bit further. Let me know you want me to go a little further with that part, with the imagination. We're talking with someone. The theater of my imagination, lights, camera, action. Let me know in the chat room. I'm going to get some water. Go further. I think they're ready. Keep it rolling. All right, let me get some water. Let me stop my cam. Let me get some water. Let me go a little further. I don't know. Let me get some water on this one. I don't know. Let me give me some water on this one. Go further. Okay, you say go further. So think about this. I'll give two examples. Go to the root of the iceberg. My dude, another solid brother who's been here. Shout out to Joe Blythe. He's been here. Foundation of the thinking class. He was here. Foundation brothers are here. I appreciate it. So this is how you go further. I'll give two examples. I was going for a job that I was not qualified for. And what I did the couple nights before, I went into my imagination and I went through the interview with whoever it was. I see myself answering the questions. I see myself talking to them in my imagination. Remember, imagination is the playground of the gods. And I see myself killing it with the interview. Mind you, on paper, I was not qualified for the job. I did not have the credentials for the job. But I went into my imagination, and what I did was I played the scene over and over again of me going through this interview and actually getting the job. Hear them say, "You got the job." I went so far and seeing myself getting the email to my email saying, "Guess what, Mr. Adams, you got your job." Now I played this over and over and over again until I say, you know what? And then I let it go. I went to the interview. They asked me some series of questions. Two inner guys asked me a series of questions. I answered the questions. And as you can see, I end up getting the job. The playground of of gods is the imagination. But this goes to anything in life or in the game. So when I wanted to talk to, I remember years ago, I wanted to talk to this particular young lady. She was nice, curvy, woo. She was nice. I'm here to tell you, she was nice. Beautiful smile, pretty hair, got the ka-donk. But I went into my imagination. I shouldn't be sharing that. Just as y'all gonna be like, this ain't kind of witchcraft. You shouldn't be doing this. Ain't no witchcraft. Don't be good. Don't y'all come on that kind of stuff. Because I don't be doing this. Ain't no controlling nobody. But I went into my imagination and seen us out to dinner. I seen us conversing, and then I seen us kissing. Bingo! 3 months later, it actually happened. When I wanted to meet a particular mentor I wanted to meet, who was way out of my league. You might be, this might be some LD after dark. Yeah, I didn't want to go too far with that far, but I said I kissed her, but I seen some other things that I did. I went into my imagination, the playground of the gods. This is the abundance mindset, and I seen us. I'm talking about the young lady because I want to make sure the context of what I'm saying. We were engaging in some activities that was very enjoyable. I wasn't wishing this is happening. I knew it already happened. That's the playground of the gods. That's what happened to abundance mindset. It's when you go into your mind and you're to the playground of the gods, and you go into the playground of imagination, and you go into the place of abundance, where you go and have a conversation. Think about it. You do it anyway. Think about it. If you fussing with somebody, what's going on? What's going on? When you fussing with somebody, you're not fussing many times with the person right in front of you. You go into your imagination and what? And you arguing with the person. Further prove how powerful the imagination is. Might as well call it magic. The imagination is Shalala, what's going on. The imagination is powerful, but we don't tap into it because we've been told, we've been conditioned not to use our imagination with action. So this is the most part. Think about it. When you arguing, you fussing and fighting with somebody, and you hang up. What's the next thing you do? You think about everything that you could have said to that person. I wish they would have said this. I wish I would have said this. I could have said this. You go into your imagination. You have an imaginary argument with this person. So don't tell me about the imagination. It's the devil, or you shouldn't be using it. You do it anyway. You use it anyway, and then you get on the phone with the person 3 days later, and guess what? The argument that you've been going over and over in your mind, you either manifest with them or you harboring, and they can feel it. Oh, I know. Arguing in your head. Speak. Come on. So why not take your imagination and have the abundance mindset and use it the correct way? Use it for the way that it's designed to do. Go into your imagination and see your end already done. Let me throw some Bible on it. When Moses asked to see God, when Moses asked to see God's face, God did not show him his face. He showed him his end. God, in order to move through this life, it always starts at the end first. Can you provide a step-by-step process? So let me say this. I could give you the subconscious conscious broadcast so aligns your framework. Yep. So can you provide a step-by-step process? So to go into your imagination, you do it naturally. If you want to go eat something, if I was to tell everyone in here to imagine a lemon and it's cut, and I want you to place it in your mouth, you should be able to, in your imagination, to taste that sour lemon. Excuse me. I'm giving you the process now. If I was to tell everyone to go into their imagination and cut a slice of lemon and place it in their mouth, your mouth right now should begin to, you should be able to taste it, or you begin to feel the sourness of it. That's how powerful your imagination is. So how do we do that with everything around us? We do that with everything around us by going into our imagination and seeing the end result. What do I mean by seeing the end? Seeing it completely, not how it's going to be done, but it should be what? How it should be done. Let me say this because somebody said, now why my jaw's tingling all of a sudden? Right. Let me do it again. Lemons with tequila, lemon drop. I like lemon drops. Let me say that again. It's done. Think about it. I want you to go into your imagination. I'm going to cut open a slice of lemon, and I want you in your imagination to put it in your mouth. You should be able to taste that lemon in your imagination. Hear it, see it, feel it, taste it. I can taste it. Do you see how powerful your imagination is? This is the abundant mindset. If you did that exercise just that quick, you can do this with anything in your life. When that particular young lady that I wanted to talk to, I'm gonna keep it away from LD After Dark. I'll say I imagine myself kissing her. I really imagine myself kissing her. We were kissing mouth to mouth. Pause. Pause. So when I imagine me kissing her, I didn't imagine just a peck. I imagined myself really kissing her. That it was an intimate kiss. No clothes was off. I just imagined me kissing her. I felt her body next to mine. It was so real that I was like, whoa, I had to jump out of it. That's the same way it goes with everything. This is the real, if you really want to know, this is the real game that it's the real game right now. I'm saying right now, this is the real game. But it was so real that when I came out of the imaginative act, I was like, wow, wait a minute. Wow. Oh, I almost said her name. I ain't gonna say her name because it's been so many years ago. And I was like, wow, this is powerful. But you do it everything. Think about it. We did the lemon exercise. Let's do it with something else. Oh, it'd be few that will catch this gem. Right, you're right. They won't catch it. This is the real game. The real game is played in your imagination first. That's why I'm saying have the abundance mindset. That's where the real game is played. It's never played on the outside of you. It's always played on the inside of you. And if you want to go, we go a little bit technical. We get a little bit you move the chess pieces on the inside of you and watch it play out on the outside of you. That doesn't mean that you don't have any action, but what action that you do have is what? Inspire actions to do certain things. Let me slow down what I said because I know I don't want it to go over somebody's head. You move the chess pieces on the inside of you first. You get inspired with actions to do that move the pieces that you already moved on the inside of you. That's the real game. You move the chess pieces on the inside of you first. You get inspired actions after you move the chess pieces on the inside of you to take action to do something that reflects or what you already done on the inside of you. This is where people mess up in the game. They try to do actions first without doing the actions first on the inside of them, in your imagination, the playground of the gods. You wonder why some people win the lottery or they win certain things. It's because they're already won on the inside of them. You can play the lottery till you're blue in the face. But if you have not won on the inside, you'll never win on the outside. I told you I'm doing that for language. I want to learn a particular language. What am I doing? I'm in my imagination speaking the language fluently. Be, then do, then have. Let me say, okay, I see what you're saying. Right. So, let me put a little spin on that. Be, have, do. Let me say that again, because you're right in what you're saying and the way I explain it. But let me put a little spin on it. Be, have, and do. Moving the have, because when you have it on the inside, you have it on the outside of you. So is this a process you do daily until it benefits? No. So let me say this. So, because I understand what you're getting at. So how can I say it? You are the manifestation. Actually, they all exist at the same time. See, True Savage, we're trying to do a master class right now. So you asked a question. So is this a process you do daily until it manifests? You do it until you are convinced on the inside that you already have it. It's not it's not a process per se, because you are the process. Remember, you are the God in your world, or you are the imagination of the gods inside of your world. So you go within. So we think that we got to. So what stops us with understanding this, and I understand when you're getting it because I was there. We're looking for step by step on how to do this. You've been doing it since you were a baby. You've been manifesting everything in your life. So let me help you out. The moment that you are convinced on the inside that you already the moment that you're convinced that you already have it on the inside of you, why would you need to do the processes? Think about it. Once you're convinced that you have, think about it. Do you need to do manifestation on socks? You're convinced that you already have socks. Think about this. Do you have to do a procedure on, do you have to do a process on how to manifest socks? All you got to do is go into your sock drawer, get your socks out, get some dirty socks, get some clean socks, socks with the holes, because you already have socks. The moment that you are convinced on the inside that you have it, you let it go. It's all determined to you. It's not the process that make it happen. It is you. I want to separate two things. It's not the process. It's not God. It's not if you say 10,000 affirmations. It's not if you do certain things. You're the one who's deciding that this is what's going to show up in my life. This is where the imagination is the playground of the gods. It's not the processing. The process, it's not the procedures. It's not if you say an affirmation in the morning, you say it at night, you say it when you go to bed. It's when you decide on the inside of you that this is what it is, this is what it is. You determine how fast it shows up and how slow it shows up. It's all determined by you. Thank you. I like that. You agree with the God in you. My bad. I'll stop cooking noodles. You agree with the God, and the moment you do that, y'all getting it now. I love it. It's already here. You only have to believe it's present and receive it. Thank you so much. That's it. You have to sharpen your faith. You have to be so convinced on this. I have it. I got it. How do we know when we have arrived and know ourselves? Only now I'm gonna answer this as clear. Only you will know when you have arrived at the place where you have it right now. I can't determine that. You would know inside, like, you know what? I got it. The convincing, like True Sabbath says, you believe and you received it. The convincing is when you're convinced that you have it. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that super chat. Let me read this comment. Meditation helps me visualize I am in the moment of sitting still and quiet in the mind. That's when hearing the inner voice and see my vision clear. Meditation is one way. Yep. But it's still the procedure. Thank you for explaining it thoroughly. I've been wanting to know this for a while. I appreciate it. Say it until you receive it. Just let me do a correction on that. You say it until you are, she said, say it until you receive it. Where do you receive it first? You say it until you receive it first on the inside of you, not on the outside of you. This is what many of us do. We think if we can say it, that it got to show up on the outside of us. The first place that it needs to show up is on the inside of you first. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you are in life. You are the results. The results will be evidence within and outside of you. Thank you. This man is getting it. Thank you. You said it earlier happened in the now. Correct. You see it when you believe it. Where do you see it first? When you see it on the inside of you first. You see it when you believe it. We think that we need to see it on the outside of us to believe it. It's when you are convinced on the inside of you that you have it. Think about it. We did the lemon exercise. You guys seen in your imagination me cutting the lemon and you tasting in your mouth. Pause. You believed it on the inside of it so much that your mouth began to water, like, oh, wow, I can taste the lemon. It's the same way. When you see it, when you believe it, the thing of it is you must see it on the inside of you first. You guys are getting. I understand. However, I want to have a ripped body. I need to see it, but still have some. That's correct. This is a good example. I want to have a ripped body. I need to see it, but I still have to exercise. Correct. So what you do is you go in your imagination and you see yourself having the ripped body. I mean, just a ripped body. What's going to happen is because you see that on the inside of you, you're going to be inspired and dedicated to do exercises like you never did before to accomplish what you see on the inside of you. You're going to be so dedicated to getting that because that's the image of who you are on the inside of you. This is the real game. Facts, Joe Bass. When you don't believe it, you will never receive it. Correct. The subconscious. Wow. Yup, you're getting it now. I finally got it now. Good. So if you want a ripped body, you want a body that's ripped, you got to go inside and see yourself already having that ripped body. You see yourself doing like this, doing like that. Doing all you see yourself with the ripped body. Now I'm gonna tell you how far to go. Let me help you out. You hear people in your imagination saying, wow, you look ripped today. Wow, you've been lifting weights. Wow, you look so toned. Wow, I can see all your triceps. I can see your biceps. Man, you look cut up. You go into your imagination and hear people saying that. What's going to happen is once it becomes so real on the inside of you and becomes such a conversation on the inside of you, you will be compelled, to make that happen. The inner and external flame will compel you with force to succeed in all endeavors. Real talk. The problem is most people have not been convinced on the inside of them because they're looking for people on the outside or things on the outside to convince them that they have what they have on the inside of them. The moment you can see yourself with that body, oh yeah, you're going to be compelled. You're going to get up every morning. You're going to change let me tell you what's going to happen. Once you're convinced on the inside of you that you have this ripped body, you're going to be compelled. You're going to be driven, start exercising. You're going to all of a sudden run across material on Facebook, on YouTube about lifting weights and getting ripped. You're going to start, all of a sudden, somebody's going to come out of the blue and say, hey, you need to change your diet if you want to get ripped. You're going to find out how all of a sudden you're on YouTube or you're going somewhere. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to find out how the proper way to how to lift weights. When you get so convinced on the inside of you, you're going to find out. You might be walking down the street and somebody say, wow, you look ripped. When you begin to get convinced on the inside of you, the world will begin to bend itself to make sure you fulfill the vision that's on this inside of you. Outside validation, the killer of self-love, right? What occurs outside of you is the crumbs to what you possess on the inside. Right there. Golden. All right, that right there. What occurs on the inside of you is crumbs to what you possess on the inside of you. That right there shuts the show down right there. It's amazing when you begin to get convinced on the inside of you, the world begins to reflect what you believe about yourself. So if you want to be ripped, all of a sudden you start going to the gym. You start lifting weights. You start paying attention to your diet. You start buying clothes that help you exercise better. You start watching your mental diet. You start going to sleep at night. Why? Because you have embodied in your imagination a person that is ripped. Do you see? The moment you change the story that you are not the person that's ripped, guess what happened? You go the other way. Could you break down the bars you just typed? I want to get this further. These crumbs is the crumbs. So this right here. What occurs outside of you is the crumbs to what you possess on the inside of you. This is good. The real world is on the inside of you. And what you experience on the outside of you is just a reflection of what you've been experiencing on the inside of you. And so once you eat the filet mignon on the inside of you with the Dom Perignon and you have your golden slippers on, guess what's going to happen? And you are convinced, the seeing is believing on the inside of you, the world around you will begin to shape itself around the new self-image of who you are. You begin to get inspired ideas, inspired thoughts. You just said, I need to get up at 5 o'clock and I need to write a book. Or you started, things begin to shape itself that you begin to put in place that you wouldn't put in place if you had a different self-image or self-concept of yourself, of who you are. Wow, you guys are getting it. Let me convince ourselves within first. We are the self-convincing business. Yes. The 21 in here is proof that the outside is irrelevant. Correct. Salute to the OG Lawrence. Yeah, this some next level game right here. Hats tipped. I appreciate that. I see. Once I accept it, reality bends to my will. You got it. True challenge proof that you have with it. You have it. True challenge proof you have to want it. It all starts within first. Do we need to break down the car? When I seen the car that I wanted, I was like, ooh, that's nasty. That's nice. I seen myself inside driving it. I was the one taking it, driving it back and forth. You have to be convinced on the inside. That's why the game is not working with people. They went, well, the game ain't working. I did everything. I said everything, and she didn't. The reason why the game is not working because you have not been convinced inside that you are the game. You are manifestation. You are the ripped body. You are the Can I say this? True Savage, let me know in the chat room. Can I say this one? Because this gonna fly high right quick. True Savage, let me know in the chat room if I can say this one. Because this one is gonna get you. I'm waiting for True Savage to let me know if I can say this one. Proceed, OG. When you really understand what I'm really putting down right here, I see my new. We're gonna get to that. When you really understand what I'm really putting down, you realize that the woman that you want is really you. When you really pick up what we're saying in this chat room, you realize that the woman that shows up in your life or the people that shows up in your life is just you. It's just you on some level. It's just you. So if you want a particular woman, wow. You want a particular woman, it's you. I see my new Audi. So we're gonna help you with your new Audi. We're gonna help you these nuts because this is a good one. I see my new Audi. No, you don't see your new Audi. You don't see your new Audi. You don't see your new Audi. Let's help my brother because he's one of the foundations here. You do not see your new Audi. No, you don't. You're gonna make me mad, but throw this microphone. You do not see your new Audi. Let's give them the treatment. You don't see your new Audi. You have been driving a brand new Audi, and guess what? You have been driving a new Audi, and you just pulled up at the mall to get out, and you clicked the clicker. You have been driving a new Audi. When you see it, I want you to get the difference. You can see something, but not be a part of it. You can see an apple and not eat an apple. There's a difference from seeing an apple and actually eating the apple. Let me get it correctly. So you don't just see your new Audi, you actually experience yourself in your new Audi, paid for and enjoying it, touching the leather seats. Everything cool. That's the difference. It said, I'm in love with the woman in my correct, the women in my head. And they have to love you. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. I hope this makes sense. Yeah, I got you. Like Neo in the Matrix, bend this bending of the smooth. He had to bend his reality and bend the spoon, and the spoon bent. Correct. You got it now. You got it. I also see Miss. I hope that's Miss kissing his girl in my job every time we talking slow. I simp with the need of a knee. Okay. The power of the imagination. Also see me kissing. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I mean, kissing. All right. Right. I was told we have to be specific with every detail, such as the smell and the color. You listen to this. I'm gonna say this. There's two ways to look at it. You can and you don't. The thing of it is once you convinced that you already have it. That's the thing. I was riding the SR way before I pulled off the dealership. Correct. So you guys, yeah, you're already driving it. You're already driving it. I'm not trying to get, this ain't no fairy tale stuff. This ain't no stuff that, oh, he's talking some woo-woo kind of, he's trying to get, no. Once you get it in your mind, in the playground of the gods, that you already have this particular thing. We do this naturally every day. Let's be honest. Everybody put a 5 in the chat room on what I'm about to say. When you want a hamburger, for those who eat meat or who don't eat meat, when you want a hamburger, the first thing you do is you go in your imagination. You do it so quickly, and you imagine yourself having a hamburger. Put a number 5 in the chat room if you do that. If you want a hamburger, the first thing you do real quick, you go in your mind, I got a taste for a hamburger. I don't know, Five Guys, Wendy's, I don't know, McDonald's, I don't know. I want a hamburger. Yeah, I think I want a hamburger. You do it real quick. I want a hamburger. Yeah. Put a 5 in the chat room. You do it so fast. And what do you do next? The next thing that you do is that you proceed with what you imagine and figure out where you're going to get a hamburger. Are you going to cook them hamburgers your mama used to cook? Say, I ain't taking you to McDonald's. We got our own McDonald's at the house. And you cook your own hamburger at the house? Or do you get in your car and go get a hamburger? Or do you DoorDash a hamburger to you? You think about everything that you do. We do it so easily because you're convinced, I got to have a hamburger. This is the untold secret. From this point on, you can only receive or block your blessings. Bingo. Hey, what he just said is so powerful. Ain't no devil, ain't no God stopping anything from happening in your life. Think about what he just. Look about what we said. Y'all got me going past going further. This is an untold secret. From this point on, you can only receive or block your own blessings. God is not stopping you, nor the devil. I know everybody want to have a devil. I'm gonna give you your devil back. It's all in your imagination. Now I'm imagining. See, now you imagine a hamburger. I like mine with some onions on there. Woo, with some cheese. Oh my God, with the bread just right. Some mustard on there. I like pickles on there. Oh my God. Think what you do. Now you're going to get in your imagination. Oh, I can taste that. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got to get a hamburger. That's what I do every Friday. I know I want some jerk chicken. So I know where to go to get the good jerk chicken from. Think about it. I go in I seen the red beans and rice. Let me say it right. The rice and beans. And I see the jerk chicken. I can taste I can smell the plantain. That smells so good. I can see the lady getting it. Wait a minute, because you know they're going to take a long time to get the jerk chicken together. It's going to take 15 minutes to get your plate. Okay, I'm going to wait. I wait to get that. I can taste that every Friday. Do you understand? We do it all the time. This is the real game. So you really think about it. Uh-oh. Was it the girl that rejected you, or was it you that rejected you? You got 15 people watching. Appreciate you. Y'all got me going today. Got me on. This is what I talk about. This is the spiritual side of game right here. Five Guys, see? Five Guys. So with Five Guys, I get the hamburger. Man, I get the steaks, A1 steak sauce on there. Oh my God. With the grilled onions and a tad bit of mustard. With them fries, they throw the fries on top and then they throw some in the bag. Oh my God. With a Coke, That's my treat. I might have to go there today. You got me. I might have switched my jerk chicken today and go to get me some Five Guys. Now I'm gonna pay about $15 for that meal, but it's gonna be good. You see what I'm saying? We do it naturally. We naturally manifest every day. We naturally do that. Why not take control of your imagination and do it for the things that you want to have in your life? Let me say this, and I gotta go. If you have a desire for it, it's an indication that you already have it. If you enjoyed, let me know if you guys enjoyed this broadcast today. Let me know in the chat room that you enjoyed this broadcast today. Because I done said this is a lot. This has been very good. Thank you so much for the super chats that have popped up. Thank you guys for the super chats. I appreciate them. Appreciate that. Cash apps, appreciate them. Thank you so much. Let me know in the chat room you guys really enjoyed today. You got something from today. This is the real game, baby. Yeah, the real game. Woo! Oh, imagine the council. You get a one-on-one with me. So you need to get that booking, that one-on-one with Lawrence D. Adams. Oh, baby, I'm gonna take you on a spaceship and drop you off at Mars when you get a one-on-one with me. Let me say that again. If you get a one-on-one consultation with me, I'm dropping you off and I'm taking you I'm saying get your spaceship suit on. We're going to drop you off at Mars and drop you off there. You get that one-on-one with me. Why? Because I believe that you have to be the best version of who you are. So the crumbs on the outside of it is basically not really knowing your worth, but then realizing what it is. Correct. If you really enjoy this, please let me know in the chat room. Thank you for the guys, people listening. This was next level. I wasn't planning on talking about this. Somebody, one of you guys pulled this. You get a one-on-one. I'm glad you asked. How do I get a one-on-one? One-on-one. Let's see here. Let's get the one-on-one pulled up. I thought I had it pulled up. Somebody had the link to I got to find, let me get the one-on-one link right quick, and I'll tell you how you can get that one-on-one with me. Whoops, I cut this form off. One-on-one with Lawrence D. Adams. You get that one-on-one, you going to the next level. We getting your spacesuit on, Let me get this link in here, and then we're going to go. Thank you for joining me today. This is powerful. This is the real game. And you wonder what the real game is? I just gave it to you today. I'm trying to look for the link. 1 second. Okay, let's get this link. 1 second. You guys have been awesome today. Oh, what am I thinking about? I forgot I got it over here. Where is it? Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Is that it? Yep, that's it. One copy. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Copy. Here we go. This has been powerful. Thank you if you missed today, y'all caught me in river, and the foundational people were here today. Oh, yeah. There we go. You're very welcome. There's the link to the one-on-one. And then you can ask the questions that you want to ask. So sometimes you might not get your question fully out, or you want more explanation on what was talked about today. You need to book that one-on-one. That's the link to the one-on-one right there. You want to get that one-on-one with LDA, Lawrence D. Adams. Hit that link. We can talk, schedule a time, and we can go in. So we can take you get your spacesuit on and get you to the moon. This has been powerful. We ain't played this in a while. Y'all know what this means. Salute to the thinking class. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class, and I froze up. I know why we froze up. And we are out. Peace. Don't buy no hamburger. Whoa. If you buy a hamburger today, I got you. If you buy a hamburger today, I got you. But book that consultation though. If you buy a hamburger today, I got you. If you go eat a lemon today, I got you. Peace to the family. I put some lemons in my water. Got them. Got them. Gotcha. Now I'm about to go get a burger now. Got them. If you get a burger today, between today and tomorrow, and you see a lemon, I got you. This the back end. If you get a burger or you see somebody get a burger today or order a burger, anything about a burger, you see a burger commercial, anything like that, I got you. If you see a lemon or somebody orders a lemon, I got you. I got you. You'll see how powerful the imagination is. If you somebody get a lemon or somebody say something about a lemon, anything about a burger today, between the day, tomorrow, the next day, I got you. You'll see how powerful the imagination is. Oh boy, you're bad, LDA. You're bad. You're bad. I'm out.